We're sat with Face the Wolves, guys. Welcome to Hammerdown Festival. This is your first time here. You guys obviously won the online competition. How did you get involved with that, and did you feel like you had a chance of winning it?
I was quite surprised. James didn't even know I applied until I was like, oh, by the way, we're playing. I didn't want to jinx it, so I thought I'm just going to wait and see what the results are. I think I saw it on Instagram or something and was like, oh, might as well, you never know. Like,
sure.
I was quite surprised when we got shortlisted. I was like, maybe there's a chance, maybe not. Like,
got in that little top 10. Nice. So you guys have changed from being a three-piece band to a two-piece band.
Yes.
How did that transition work, and do you feel like you still deliver the same punch live? Like, what's the difference with the stage dynamic for you lot now?
I reckon it's kind of leveled up. It kind of made us focus a lot more on what we were actually going for. Like before, our bassist moved up north. Like it was all on good terms. He had a job with the BBC up north, so we were like, yeah, go do that
that's
show.
Right, yeah.
Go do that
I think
show.
that's acceptable.
Yeah, pretty acceptable.
Yeah.
But it kind of made us realise that we want to go more electronic. Like considering we play backing tracks anyway, we've now got like more like like more EDM sort of stuff. I was like kind of hiding almost before behind him a little bit,
cool,
and now it's like we just do whatever we want.
Well, you have to be out there. Like, I think it's a lot easier for bigger bands. Like I always say that Slipknot, they're so good to watch just because there's so much going on. Like you can look at so many different things. So I think there's a lot more pressure to perform as a two-piece. Do you feel like that's the case?
Oh,
Do you feel like there's more pressure now?
It's definitely the pressure. I'm like, I can't fuck up because you can't hide behind anyone.
That's true. You're actually, funny enough, we've only ever had two-piece bands at Hammerdown Festival. You are one of them, and the other one's two bands after you today.
Oh,
so we're doing So, alright, cool. So, with a lot of bands, it's quite easy to hear the influences, you know, where the band can come from, what their inspirations are, and I say you sound a bit like that, and I'm like, oh, that's sick, I've always wanted to be like them, or whatever. But I think your sound's so eclectic. Where do you guys draw your inspiration from? Because there's so much going on, you know?
I'm not sure where you get your drumming from.
My drumming is a sort of big mix because I'm into a lot of different styles when it comes to drumming now. So you have more sort of like Bring the Horizon or like Avenged Sevenfold were my like first early bands I listened to.
Right.
But I've slowly got into more sort of like slower music, with like Tom Mitch and slower soul stuff. So like combining the heavier bits with those parts, for the electric parts, I feel like I've been quite good for the drum sounds.
And then in terms of like sim stuff, I think Bring the Horizon got me into this sort of music. So that like I Prevail, New I Prevail, Sleep Token, kind of like, I love the whole, it's kind of like the kind of clever mix between electronic and kind of like metalcore stuff. Like it's almost a bit poppy, it's a bit like glorified pop, but at the same time it's got breakdowns. It's like it's kind of trying to take the best of both worlds.
Yeah, nice. So you obviously do a lot of vocal covers on Instagram, and that definitely helps to build your following. How important do you think it is for alternative acts to do covers of better known songs to help them get big? We see it all the time. Bands like Our Last Night, if you listened to Our Last Night at all, it's amazing. The covers are great, and that's obviously helped to propel them. Do you feel like that's something that's important for bands to do?
I feel like it's important, but it's not something that I necessarily really enjoy doing. Like I used to do TikTok videos like doing guitar, and they did really well. Got posted like by Ollie Sykes. I was like, yes! Oh my god!
That is so cool.
I know, but it was just like a lot of pressure, like filming every day, because you kind of have to keep up. You become like a bit of a slave to the like. I don't know, but I think it's important. But I've taken a bit of a step back from it just to focus on writing, because sometimes I feel like you can get a bit sucked into like, or just making content for the sake of making content, and you're like, wait, where are all our songs? Like I feel like it's like a fine line. I don't know.
I think you've just got that line right. So the song that you submitted for the online competition is heavy and angry and shouting, brilliant. I love that one. Well, I don't even know what song it is because I haven't listened to that song.
I'm not sure what song it was either.
You put about 6 in a Dropbox, but the one we ended up using was not one of the 3 you've released.
So all of the songs we're playing today, we're only playing one that we've released. Like we've got so many songs. We've got so many songs, but they don't really, because we haven't released music for about a year now, and it doesn't really summarise. Like a lot of the things we have recorded don't really summarise what our sound is now. Like we've moved past.
That was going to be my question.
So much.
Yeah, because the ones that we've heard, the 3 tracks that are out at the moment, they're nowhere near as heavy. There's a lot of slow kind of ambience in them. A lot of like it's quite melodic. So, how do you find How do you feel like you can define your sound, or refine your sound when you've got so many different angles that you go down? Are you trying to go down a heavier route now? Is that the plan?
I think we're still going with the contrast sort of thing, like
cool.
kind of the. It's almost like slightly dubstep breakdowns, like the kind of the way like I Prevail does it, with keeping that ambience. We got a little bit of rap now, and it's kind of like everything all intertwined. But we started working with Dan Weller behind the scenes on some stuff. So we've got some music that's going to be out like around September time. Nice. So it's kind of all been going on behind the scenes. And it's just all going to drop at some point. Yes. People are going to be like, oh shit. That's why they've been quiet.
Is that like going to be an EP, or is that? Are you allowed to say?
I think we're gonna just like put out a single, but like single after single after single.
Just like massive breaks again. Like consistent release.
Yeah, we thought we've waited so long now, we might as well just wait until we have enough that we can just consistently put them out.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's smart. Okay, cool.
Rather than putting one out and it's like 3 months since.
Yeah.
So what's next shows wise? Obviously you're playing today.
Yeah.
What else have you got coming up?
We're playing Face Down on Friday at Scala.
Nice, okay,
King's
cool.
Cross, which should be good fun. And then the next day we're playing with Archives and Rituals in Western Superman.
Yeah.
I think. Then we're playing with Sixth on the 17th of this month.
Playing with Sixth?
Yeah, we are Milton Keynes.
Yeah.
Woo!
Connor's behind the camera. I saw them supporting Slipknot at
Oh my god,
yeah. That's mad.
Yeah.
That's a good gig.
Yeah, and I think we're booking we've got a headline in Guildford, which is going to be massive.
Yes.
Which I've organised everything for, and then we're looking to book the O2 Islington.
Yeah.
Which is so we got things.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for being here. Right, check out the singles that are out and keep an eye on the social medias for what's coming in September. Thank you. Really appreciate it.